All right, let's get right into it. We've all played Solitaire, right? It's a classic, something you do to just, kill a few minutes. But what happens when that simple card game smashes right into the future of technology? Well, that's what we're breaking down today. How a game that's been around forever is offering a prize that might just change how we think about digital rewards.
So that's the big question, isn't it? Can a game this old school really offer a prize that's super high tech? I mean, usually you think of game prizes as like a few extra coins or maybe a silly hat for your character that you can't do anything with. But the answer here is a huge yes. And honestly, it points to a much bigger shift happening in gaming. Let's dig in.
Okay, so first things first. The heart of this story starts with just one person, one lucky winner. So picture this. It's the day after Christmas, December 26th. Someone, somewhere in the world, who was just playing some solitaire gets this prize sent directly to their digital wallet. We don't know their name, but we do have their wallet address. And that's the cool part. It's totally anonymous, but at the same time, it's completely public and verifiable on the blockchain. And this is where things get really interesting. So what in the world did this wallet, the one ending in 31934B, actually get? Let's take a look at what this prize is all about. The prize is called the Christmas Sports Edition 2025 NFT number 42, Rally. I know, that sounds like a total mouthful, but trust me, every single part of that name is important. It describes a digital item that is completely unique. And the most important part of that whole name? Those three letters, NFT. So for anyone who's not deep in this world, an NFT, or a non-fungible token, is basically just a digital certificate of ownership. The best way to think about it is like a deed to a house, or the official paperwork for a famous painting, but for something that exists purely online. It proves, without a doubt, that you own that one specific digital thing. And this is what makes it so special. It's not just some random picture. See, it's part of a very specific collection, the Christmas Sports Edition. It has its own unique serial number, number 42, which means nobody else on Earth can own number 42 from this set. And the artwork itself is unique, a rally car with the Burj Khalifa in the background. All these little details layer on top of each other to make it a true one-of-one digital collectible. Okay, so you own it. What does that actually mean? Well, the winner has real choices here. They could just keep it, cherish it like a digital trophy on a virtual mantelpiece. They could also show it off online, use it as their profile picture, total digital bragging rights. Or, and this is the part that changes everything, they can actually sell it on a marketplace like OpenPlaza. They have true ownership and they get to decide what happens to it. Now let's zoom out for a second. This prize didn't just fall out of the sky. It was part of a much bigger competition. This whole thing is happening as part of the OpenPlaza Solitaire Classic Championships 2026. Yeah, you heard that right. A full-blown formal tournament for solitaire, turning a game we all play to relax into a serious competition with real-world rewards. And get this, it wasn't just a one-day thing. That announcement on December 26th, that was just for the first day's winner. The championship is actually running every single day, with new prizes and new winners being announced all the way until it finally wraps up on January 4th, 2026. So yeah, that first NFT prize was awesome, but it's really just the tip of the iceberg. Let's take a quick look at what else is still up for grabs. So, on top of those daily prizes for each day's winner, there are even bigger grand prizes set aside for the top 25 players of the entire tournament. We're talking a whole bunch of other cool NFTs and even something called SFU tokens, which are basically a digital currency you can use in that whole ecosystem. So the prize pool here is really deep. So let's pull all this together. A solitaire tournament, NFT prizes, digital wallets. What does this all mean for the future of gaming? This is where we get to the really big idea. This slide just lays it out perfectly. For so long, old-school game prizes were things like temporary power-ups or a new look for your character that was stuck, locked inside that one game forever. They didn't really have any value outside of it. But these new-school prizes, like NFTs, are all about verifiable ownership. You can take them out of the game, you can sell them, you can trade them, and they can have real, actual value. It's the difference between renting an item and truly owning it. Which really just leaves us with this one massive, thought-provoking question. We're seeing it happen with a simple game like Solitaire, but just imagine this applied to every game you play. Will we get to a point where every single prize you win in a game is an asset that you can truly, verifiably own? It's a pretty wild thought, and it might just be where we're headed.